The other thing I want to do is I want to start incorporating some lower face talks, okay? Really, it's best to treat the face as a whole because all the muscles, like they're right next to each other, they work together. So what lower face talks does is it can really help to give you more of a defined jawline, especially when we get the jowling right here. And then also as we age, the corners of the mouth start to downturn. So if we tox that muscle that pulls on those corners of the mouth, it can help to lift the corners back up. And then go like this for me, go beep. And then same thing, these are your platysmal bands. Okay, you have that big, long platysmal muscle that comes up and over the bottom part of the jaw, and that muscle is pulling everything down. Okay, it's pulling all of this down. So when we put tox in that, it helps to kind of lift everything back up so you don't get that downward pull and you get that nice definition in your jawline, okay? Okay, guys, I'm back. Welcome back to the podcast. Today, I want to pull back the curtain a little bit and share how we do our consultations here at Breeze. So, because honestly, this is where the magic really happens, is in the consultation. So, a lot of people think that the transformation happens with the actual treatment itself, the Botox, hyaluronic acid injectables, or the facial they're getting, or the body contouring, whatever treatment it is. And that part definitely is transformative, but in reality, it starts with the consultation. So when someone walks through our doors, we don't just jump into, okay, what do you want to do? We actually start somewhere very intentional. And honestly, it's a little unexpected, but we ask our patients, what do you love about yourself? And I love starting here because it shifts everything. It gets people out of this critical mindset that so many of us are in, and it gets them into a positive one. And it reminds them they're not coming in broken. They already have features they love, and we're definitely not here to tear someone down. We're here to elevate people, to support people, and to enhance the beauty they already have. So after we establish, okay, what do you love about yourself? And we don't let people get away with this one. Like we don't let them say like nothing. They have to say something that they love about themselves. But from there we say, okay, well, what brings you in today? What are your concerns? And this is where we really listen. So not just to what they say, but how they say it. Because sometimes what someone thinks they need isn't exactly what's going to give them the best result. And this is where we do things differently. We're not about quick fixes here at Breeze or Band-Aid solutions. We really want to help transform. We are here for real, lasting, confidence-building transformation. So instead of just treating one isolated concern, we take a step back and we look at the full picture. We're assessing the face, the skin, the structure, the balance, everything, because it's all interconnected. And then from there, we create a comprehensive treatment plan. And usually this is a 12-month map out plan of what we would like to do over that 12-month period. So this doesn't necessarily mean that someone has to commit to everything. Not at all, because I know it can be overwhelming. But honestly, it's our responsibility as professionals to educate and to guide, to show them what's possible and what's actually going to get them to their goals. A lot of people come in and they're like, oh, I want lip filler. That's great. But in reality, their lips aren't the issue. It's facial balance. Believe it or not, not everybody is the candidate for lip filler. And adding filler too soon could actually make things look really off. So sometimes, and I'm just using lip filler as an example because it's a very common one that people come in asking for. And we usually can do lip filler, but it usually requires some balancing outside the lips to make sure that the lips really look as natural as they can look, because we have all this volume loss around the lips. And if we're just going to load volume back into the lips, then it looks pretty unnatural. Or they come in wanting Botox, but maybe they really need is more like skin quality treatments or structural support. So this is something that a lot of people don't realize because, you know, we do get people in like, I want 5 units here and 10 units here. And my last person only did 20 units in my whole face and everything was frozen. So we do get that from time to time, but that's just not our treatment approach. And not everyone is always a candidate for every single treatment, and that's okay. That's why we're here, and that's why we do such a comprehensive consultation. It's our job to say that. It's our job to tell people sometimes that they're not the best candidate or that's not the best treatment for them. So we're not just here to say yes and then perform the service. We're here to do what's right for the patient, to recommend what will actually give them the best, most natural, and most beautiful outcome. So the consultation is really a lot of listening, educating, explaining. We map things out. We talk about what are the short-term goals here? What are the long-term goals? We talk about what's preventative versus what's corrective. And we really talk about how everything works together and how there's not really one treatment that's going to give you everything you're looking for. The best treatment plans are combination treatment plans from different modalities of treatments. Because honestly, aesthetics is not one-dimensional. It's layered. It's strategic. It should be personalized. And honestly, this is medicine. This is aesthetic medicine. And at the end of the day, whether someone chooses to move forward with the full plan or part of the plan, or even just one treatment, that's completely up to them. But our goal is we want them to leave informed, and they do. We want them to leave with clarity. We want them to leave with a roadmap. And that alone in it of itself is very powerful. So if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. A great consultation isn't about selling a service. It's really about building trust, educating the patient, and creating a plan that truly serves them. All right, guys, that's a wrap. I'm out of here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next week with another podcast, another video. I will see you next week with another video.